Hey guys, how are you doing? Looking for new Metroidvanias to play? Then you've come to the right place. Without further ado, let's start the list with Mio Memories in Orbit, a Metroidvania platform and adventure game developed by 12 Dixiem, a French indie studio, and published by Focus Entertainment. The game puts you in the role of Mio, an agile robot with extraordinary abilities, who awakens on the vessel, a massive technological ark drifting in space. This ark, whose original purpose is unknown, is now in ruins, covered in lush vegetation and uncontrolled machines. The Pearls, the vessel's AI caretakers, have stopped functioning, and the ship is about to shut down. Your mission is to explore the vessel, revive its lost memories, and discover your own past and destiny. You will need to explore a vast interconnected world, solve puzzles, and fight enemies. The gameplay involves classic Metroidvania elements, with non-linear progression, and the acquisition of new abilities that open access to new areas. These abilities include a grappling hook, gliding, and wall climbing. Combat involves a variety of enemies and bosses, with the possibility of upgrading Mio's abilities using components collected from defeated enemies.
And then there's you, again. The little sapling who wished to save the sun. Will you give back what you have been gifted?
Hollow Knight Silksong is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed indie game Hollow Knight, developed by Team Cherry, an Australian studio. Announced on February 14, 2019, the game is a 2D action-adventure Metroidvania that promises to expand on its predecessor's formula with a new protagonist, a larger world, and enhanced mechanics. In Silksong, the player controls Hornet, the princess protector of Hallownest, who appeared in the first game initially as an antagonist and ally. Unlike the knight from the original game, Hornet is more agile and uses a needle and thread as her main weapon. The story takes place in Farloom, a completely new kingdom described as haunted by silk and song. Hornet is captured and taken to this unknown land, where she must ascend to a shining citadel at the top of the world, facing enemies and unraveling mysteries related to her nature and past. The game maintains the original's gothic and melancholic visual style, but features varied settings such as coral forests, mossy grottos, golden cities, misty swamps, and a bone forest surrounded by lava. The atmosphere is more decadent and golden, reminiscent of areas like Deepnest from the first game. Aida, Journey of Hope, is a side-scrolling Metroidvania platformer developed and published by Ant Game Projects. The game follows the journey of Aida, a brave girl seeking to save her village from a devastating epidemic. The release is scheduled for June 18, 2025. The game features classic Metroidvania gameplay focusing on exploration and sword combat. Players will explore a vast map, encounter new friends and enemies, face challenging bosses, and enhance Aida's abilities through game progression. Progression involves discovering new areas and abilities that will grant access to previously inaccessible sections of the map, a hallmark of the Metroidvania genre. The story takes place in a remote village in a forgotten kingdom. When an epidemic strikes the community, Aida embarks on a journey to find a cure. Her journey will lead her to unknown landscapes and settlements, where she will form alliances and face adversaries in search of hope. The narrative promises to be rich in lore and mythology. Dragon Loop is an action-adventure Metroidvania game with a central time loop element, scheduled for release in June 2025. Developed and published by Shine Squad, the game stands out for its handcrafted art and time manipulation mechanics. The game takes place in a world on the verge of destruction in 5 days. The player controls Sai, a girl with the power of Ouroboros, allowing her to relive the 5 days leading up to the destruction repeatedly, seeking a way to save the world. In each loop, Xi uses the information and abilities acquired to explore new areas, defeat enemies, and unravel the truth behind the impending catastrophe. The central mechanic revolves around the Ouroboros ability, which grants the protagonist versatile powers such as phasing through walls, teleporting, blocking attacks, and dodging dangers, all with a single button. Additionally, she can summon useful plants and distribute points to customize her playstyle. The game also includes a time and economy system, with regions and item prices changing over time. Dragon Loop features a variety of distinct environments, including a forest, a snow-capped mountain castle, and a sky island, each with its own enemies and visual challenges. The artistic style is based on hand-drawn illustrations, with enemies drawn frame by frame, giving the game a unique and charming look. Forgottlings is a cinematic action-adventure game set in a magical realm inhabited by forgotten objects seeking purpose. Developed by Throughline Games, creators of the acclaimed Forgotten Anne, and published by HitSense, the game promises an immersive experience with beautiful graphics, an engaging story, and rich gameplay. Players assume the role of Fig, a talented doll and captain of the sentient ship Volare. Fig's mission is to unite different tribes of forgotten objects, the Forgottlings, against a mysterious threat that seeks to plunge the world into darkness. The narrative explores the theme of purpose in a connected world, yet still marked by loneliness. Forgottlings combines elements of Metroidvania, RPG, and action-adventure. Players will explore a semi-open 2.5D world with beautiful hand-drawn environments. The game combines hack-and-slash mechanics with stealth and strategy options. Players can choose direct or stealth approaches to confront enemies, such as bandits and other creatures. There are also finishing moves, as seen in a demo where a dramatic zoom occurs when eliminating enemies after luring them with a whistle.
One day we might all abandon our tribes and join the El Fuero. Step behind the screen and we will transform you.
One of you have the power to destroy the realm, the other to save it.
We'll need every able limb.
I have limited options, Fig. I'm not built like you.
There's room on my ship. We travel all across the realm. You can leave anytime, stay as long as you need.
Fig, I'll join you.
Right, I think I could squeeze in another one today.
What's in?
Only the most popular board game in the entire realm.
Bandits took over the mountain a week ago.
What is it these bandits are out to get on this mountain?
An intruder! Block all exits!
Fortune is with you, fellow Forgottlings. I'm offering you a trade. One fate for another.
You think you're shielding them from the truth? Like this.
Moonlight Traveler is an action, adventure, and RPG game developed by Blueprint Core, scheduled for release on June 20th, 2025 for PC via Steam. The game focuses on intense combat and will apparently be launched as a free-to-play title. The narrative of Moonlight Traveler follows a girl who returns from a mysterious abyss, seeking redemption and the truth behind her own secrets, all while trapped in a cycle of continuous battles. The gameplay is heavily combat-oriented, and there are indications of roguelike elements, suggesting that progression and currency may reset between game sessions. Exploration also seems to be an important element, with the character seeking answers in a mysterious world. Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement, is the sequel to the acclaimed game Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, promising an even more immersive experience in the franchise's Gothic universe. Scheduled for release in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC, Steam and Epic Games Store. The game takes place in the Ethereal Castle, described as the largest and most deadly map in the series to date. This vast and detailed setting, with a 2.5D Gothic atmosphere, features luxurious halls, dark caves, and deadly traps, promising extensive and rewarding exploration, with the discovery of powerful relics and resources. The game also features a time-shifting system, with a day-night cycle affecting gameplay and interaction with the world. Unlike previous titles, the Scarlet Engagement introduces a dual control system, a central element of the gameplay. Specific details about this system and its main characters, Leo and Alex, have not yet been fully revealed, but it is known that mastering the system will be crucial for success in the adventure. The game also includes RPG elements, such as item crafting and character customization, in addition to a story that promises to unravel the mysteries of the Bloodstained universe in 16th century England.
With me! Cross!
Reaper! Tonight, we start our mission! So you've come, dogs of the church, right into the palm of my hand.
Time Spinner 2, Unwoven Dream is an action and platform game in the Metroidvania style, developed and published by Lunar Ray Games. It is the sequel to the acclaimed Time Spinner, released in 2018, and promises to expand on the original's formula with a new story, settings, and mechanics. Unwoven Dream takes place after the events of the first Time Spinner and introduces a new protagonist, Aurea, a retired war hero. The story unfolds in the interconnected realm of Surfland, a new setting that differs from the planet Lachium of the original game. The narrative combines elements of fantasy, science fiction, and mythology, focusing on family ties, destiny, and sacrifice. The game also maintains the use of time travel, a central feature of the first title. As a direct sequel, Time Spinner 2 brings back familiar characters from the first game, as well as introducing new faces. The story expands the series' universe, exploring new lands and deepening the mythology. The game uses detailed pixel art, reminiscent of the 16-bit era, Mega Drive, and Super Nintendo. The art direction is led by artist Absalom, who works on character design, maintaining the nostalgic and vibrant aesthetic of the original. Mariachi Legends is a brutal pixel art action Metroidvania set in the heart of Mexico. You play as Pablo Cruz, a detective who made a deal with death herself. This deal grants him the ability to transform into La Sombra, a powerful supernatural mariachi, to fight the crime plaguing his hometown. The game combines beat-em-up elements with exploration and a rich Mexican culture. The story revolves around Pablo's mission to retrieve a powerful amulet that threatens death's power over the realm of the dead and the Day of the Dead. As La Sombra, you will face waves of enemies, improving your combat skills and acquiring new weapons and powers throughout the adventure. The day, night, and full moon system alters the environment and challenges, adding variety to exploration. There are also investigation elements where you will use your detective skills to solve mysteries and interact with the townspeople. The game emphasizes precise and challenging combat, requiring quick reflexes and mastery of parry techniques. New powers and weapons are obtained throughout the adventure, allowing for customization of the playstyle. Constance is a hand-drawn 2D Metroidvania game developed by BTF Games and co-published by Biter Rockers Games. It is scheduled to be released on November 24, 2025 for PC via Steam, with versions for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and Switch 2 planned for sometime in 2026. The game combines an emotional narrative about mental health with innovative ink-based mechanics, drawing inspiration from titles like Hollow Knight, Celeste, and Splatoon. Constance features a story centered on an artist struggling to escape a colorful yet decaying internal world that reflects her declining mental health. Each of the game's 6+ unique biomes reflects different aspects of the protagonist's psyche and personal history, with enemies and characters symbolizing her internal emotions and challenges. The story is designed to be emotionally engaging, with a human and empathetic approach. The game features a hand-drawn visual style, with detailed environments and frame-by-frame animations that create a lively and immersive atmosphere. The aesthetic is colorful, but reflects the deterioration of Constance's internal world. The game is promising, combining Metroidvania gameplay with a deep and moving narrative about mental health. Its unique visual style and exploration of complex themes make it an intriguing addition to the indie game scene. Well, that was the video. God bless you and see you in the next video.